looks good to me. All right, we're on to number 18. Is your test tomorrow?
Uh, no, it was Monday. I mean, it was Tuesday. It was yesterday.
You already had it. Okay. So is there new stuff? I mean, do we need to be working on this or something new to work on?
Oh, well, I couldn't find anything to work on because my teacher, we have a 2 week project,
Okay.
but my teacher hasn't uploaded it like PDF form
Okay.
to
All right.
school
Well, I
yet.
mean, we can continue working on this, but is there uh
Is there what?
any idea of what the project is about?
Oh, it's all right here. Just
Just because it may not be a good use for our time to keep going through stuff you've already
it's just
uh,
more of the same. So we are advancing a bit, but it's mostly the same stuff we're learning about primes and stuff. Yeah.
well, it's up to you. I mean, we can keep going through this, or if you have something else you'd like us to work on, or something else you think would be
Well,
important.
I have nothing else. I have nothing else.
All right. So let's take a look here. We got A, B, C, and then
Mhm.
we got A double prime, B double prime, C double prime here. And it's kind of like trying to be like, hey, maybe you go through. No, are these primes? Yeah. So you are going sort of in this direction here, like that. So it might be easier to figure out, well, how do you go from this top one to this bottom one?
You what you do is you go to counter counterclockwise
So forget
to
about my
70
arrows.
degrees.
Yeah, forget about my arrows. Like think of it, always try to go up, down, left, right, or reflections first.
I guess you go
Rotations
down.
rotation should be the
You
last.
reflect it. You reflect it.
Reflected over what axis?
The x-axis.
Yes. Okay, that's good. That's your go-to. Now, that and again, it's always better to try to go up, down, left, right, reflection before you do a rotation.
Mhm.
So now to go to the next one, what would you say? And you maybe it's like point by point. It's like, all right, C
Go
prime's there, C double prime's there.
go CT C translocation
Right. So are you going up, down, left, or right to go from this point where my
going
cursor's
left.
left? How many?
Just look once.
Once would be right there. How many left are you going? That's one. Just counting, right?
Five.
Left five. Now, does it work for all of them? Like, does it work for B prime? Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, it works. You know, you've got it.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it.
All right. So we're up to number 19, which is a rotation. So it doesn't say which direction you're going. It just says around the origin. So you could actually go either clockwise or counterclockwise, but you end up in the same place. It's kind of like if you're wherever you are, and if you spin halfway around, you're looking the other direction. So you can think, okay, I'm looking that direction, so now I'm looking that direction. Maybe you don't remember the quadrants because they're not really emphasized in this course. but they are Roman numerals and they're counterclockwise defined. So hopefully you can see you would be down in quadrant 4.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we should do, we're not going to do 20. That, I mean, we don't need to do a proof here. So you've got some sort of project upcoming, no details on that. Is the plan
Yeah, it's
next week?
just long homework.
Okay. And there's none of it that's available right now. Maybe one more check. Any chance it's
No,
been uploaded?
maybe she'll upload it tomorrow,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Well, because I don't know how to use the rest of our time because you've actually been doing really well, really well on all the stuff we've been doing. Like your algebra is strong. Like I don't know what to put in front of you to like be useful. Um, do you have any interest in doing a little SAT, ACT, multiple choice stuff, problems, some simple stuff here?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'll keep it not too crazy difficult. Um, have you signed up for it or do you have the PSAT coming? Um,
I don't know. I remember my physics teacher talking about that, but I don't know.
oh, you're in physics. Excellent. We can
Oh,
always do some physics if we need to. If you want,
oh,
happy to answer some physics questions for you
oh,
if you
that'll be
ever need
good,
help.
actually.
Yeah. Um, is there something
Yeah,
there you would like us to look at?
maybe. Let me check.
Okay.
That A.
Oh, are you looking at this question?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it
Okay,
while I wait for it to
good,
load.
good. So there's two ways to do this problem. One is to direct solve. One is to try the answers. Which did you do?
Hmm.
Did you just try the answer or did you directly solve this?
I tried the answer.
Okay, and that's a good strategy. Now, you have to learn something every time you do it. You also want to consider how many places you have to substitute the answer in for. 2 times, that's okay. But let's say to substitute in like 3 places, that might not be such uh, a good, that may not be so good. Okay. The other thing to consider is that, well, the answers may be difficult to substitute in. So here's another.
Mhm. Uh,
So, so it's you can absolutely substitute in it, right? That's fine with me. But keep in mind, you may end up going down through all the answers. That's okay.
um, -2.
You're saying the answer is -2, or you're trying -2.
I'm pretty sure the answer is -2.
So we've got 2 times -2 plus 1. Does that equal -2? This is -4 plus 1. These are not the same. But we've maybe learned something. We've learned that that one doesn't work. Um,
Hey, how many weeks ago was August 24th?
quite a few. I mean, 2 to 3.
Yeah, because I'm still looking for physics stuff.
All right, let me put up another problem here for you to think about. Um, Sometimes they have the appearance. I'm sorry, we're not even done with this one. So let's try the next one. Let's try -1. Okay. 2 times -1 plus 1, does that equal -1?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat that?
Yeah, I'm just asking you to try the second one here. Try the second answer and see if it works. The first one did not work. Does the second one work?
Um, yeah.
Yes, it does. Okay, so sometimes it is worth just trying the answers because you get a good sense of that of what works, what doesn't work, or you can exclude some. All right, again, these are just kind of basic solving questions. This one is often missed, but it's not a difficult question. You just have to be very careful about where you put letters and numbers.
So x minus 1 divided by 3.
Yes, we want that to equal 3.
So I have to find out what x is.
Yes.
4. B,
Okay,
it's
so 4 minus 1 divided by 3 is
divided.
3 divided by 3. That equals 1. So that does not work.
Maybe 9?
9 minus 1 is 8.
8.
We're getting closer.
What's it has to be 10.
Has to be 10, yeah. Process of elimination. So that is, all right. Any physics coming to mind that you want us to work on?
Well, I have two missing assignments: dimensional analysis quiz practice and disasters and dimensional analysis mini project. I'm looking for them. I'm looking through all the weeks. I can't find them. The closest thing I got is dimensional analysis pink slate. It's like directions, directions to it.
I mean, would spending some more time help, or do you feel like you're just not going to find what you need?
Maybe I'll find it. Maybe those were on the days that I was absent. Sick, probably. You have any other stuff we can work on?
Yeah, I can pull up questions. I worry that we're wasting time on stuff like this if you can find your stuff because I want to make sure we're getting what you want done. Here is another question like we've been doing. Um, it's okay to keep trying the answers. You do eventually want to make a decision about whether it's better to try them or solve. Um, so take a look at this one.
So we need to find the x to figure out what 3 is, or is
Yeah, you have to put these numbers in for X, or you've got to solve the equation. Now, we've done we've done some multi-step equations. This one is a
Is
little bit more.
it 4? Could it be
Okay.
4?
So is it, so what you're asking is 4 + 7 the same as 3 times 4 minus 3?
Right.
Like we're not guessing. We have to know that that's the right answer. Like you
Where
tell
did
me.
the 4 come from? Oh wait. No, no, no. That. I'm sorry, Matthew. I'm a bit tired. I didn't realize.
That's okay. That's okay. I just don't want you to think or I want you to think about like how you would do this, which is like you don't just guess. I mean, you try it and you know, like this isn't we're gonna be uncertain about it. And I know you're tired. Just do the best you can. It is not A if you're wondering. Yes.
It's 8. It's B. It's 8.
Let's check here. That sounds pretty good there. 8 + 7 equals, does that equal 3 times 8 minus 5? 8 + 7 is 15. 8 minus 5, I'm sorry, 8 minus 3 is 5. I was giving you the final answer. Yes, this does work here. All right. Very good. Okay. Do you know anything about the SAT, ACT from
I know
friends?
that
Or
I don't have to write anything.
it's not entirely true, but yeah, the most of it is multiple choice. The ACT is completely multiple choice. All right. We're gonna look at this problem here. There's a lot of story problems. This is not really a big story problem. This is a mini story problem, but a lot of story problems. You got to get comfortable reading. The length of line segment AB is 380. The length of line segment CD is 95% of the length of line segment AB. So which is true? Is AB less than CD or is CD less than AB, according to that?
I think that the second one is right.
Yes, that is correct. So we're looking for the length of line segment CD. Let's go to the answers here. Let's nip in the problem again with the answers. So there's a lot of test taking strategies you can learn to make yourself more efficient on the test. And if you recognize that the answer is less than 380, that means that these answers are not correct, which means that it's either A or B. So at a minimum, you ought to be able to like eliminate some answers when you're working through a test like this. Okay.
I think
So
that it's
which one is more reasonable?
B.
It is B. Okay, great. So in physics, uh you have like reasonableness. Like if you have a projectile and you're shooting a projectile, like it's not in the air for 500 seconds, right? It's in the air for a few seconds, things like that. But let's take a look at another problem here. Like I said, a lot of story problems, a lot of reading. I don't know how you feel about that, but a lot of students get tired from this. Okay, it says a waiter receives tips from each customer. On average, the tip is 15% of the customer's bill. At this rate, which of the following is closest to the tip that the waiter can expect when customers a bill that is $78.20? So if we were to round this number, what would you round it to, roughly?
About just 78. It's too low to like get it to.
I would argue 80. I would argue 80 is about $80. Someone asks you like how much was dinner, you say about $80. which is really expensive. I mean, it's a lot of Chipotle's in my world. Um, but even with prices going up, it still is a lot. Um, you know how to calculate 10% of 80 without a calculator?
10% of 80, it's 10, right? No, I don't think I can.
That's $8. How could I have come up with that? Do you see maybe a shortcut to calculating 10% of 80 being $8?
I don't really know. I don't know a lot about percentages
All
yet.
right, good to know. We can work on that next time, or if we ever get around to doing more of this.
I'll find pictures. I'll find physics work for you.
Okay. All right, so 5% of 80, let me just finish this off. 5% of 80 is half of that number, which is 4. So if you add up the percentages and you add up the dollar amounts, it's about $12.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay, let's stop there for today. We